Hello there. So today I am going to be showing you my Scorpio Cup team. This is the upcoming Champions Meet. I've been asked to do this a few times just because I'm going to be running Mihono Bourbon. She's my favourite Uma, and I really want to win the Champions meeting with her. So this is my plan. That's how we're going to do it. So let's get right into it. Actually, no, I didn't want to skip away from that. So just to quickly talk about the track, because it's kind of important. This tells you everything you need to know. You can look this up ahead of time, but it's a medium. That's the skills we're going to be targeting. Left. If we can get that speed bonus from left-handed, very nice. Full, we want full runner. Same sort of dealio. Track type rainy with a soft. So gonna need a little bit more stamina and a little bit more power on this one because it's not great turf conditions. So what team am I going to be bringing? So as you can see, I've been using love parts to show which ones I want to bring. So let's start off with the most important character, Seiun Suzuka. Yep. Yet another Seiun Suzuka video. You're going to be seeing a lot of this Uma in the upcoming Scorpions meeting because she is very overpowered. And so she comes with left-handed from her event. So left-handed, if you don't know, it gives you a bonus 40 speed or 60 if you double circle it. You really want to be hitting maximum speed. As you can see here, she's not quite max speed. She doesn't have medium S, so those are two big marks against this one. However, left-handed does actually take her over 12,000 speed because it gives her plus 40. So she's actually at 1215 speed. So she's good on speed. And I've tested her against many other Seiun Suzukas, and this seems to be the best one. So we have Runaway skill. This is what you need to make her work. If you don't have Runaway, you need to throw away the Uma because it's not going to be any good. It's not going to do what you need it to do. This is what you need to control the pace of the lobby. And furthering in that, you're going to need concentration. Now, fortunately, she comes with this gold skill. You need concentration because you cannot late start on this Uma. Late starts and she dies, okay? Late start and she dies. She needs to get to the front as fast as possible. Runaways have the highest speed in the opening start of the leg. So concentration prevents late starts because late starts will kill your speed early game. Talking about that, groundwork. Groundwork you need on all of your front runners for them to be competitive because it's an acceleration skill that procs instantly. No delay, you can have it today, right at the start of the race. So we want to maximize our speed at the start of the race to get as much distance as possible. This is why we need groundwork. Groundwork we need 3 triggers for. So Runaway counts as a trigger. Procs is a green skill. Procs at the start. Left-handed, left-handed track. So that's 2. So concentration, also an instant proc, that's 3. But we also have the final piece of the pie, taking the lead. Now to get taking the lead, you're going to want to use Mihono Bourbon Wit because she's basically mandatory on every front runner now. If you're not running Mihono Bourbon Wit, you're not really going to make a competitive front runner because you need taking the lead. For the same reasons groundwork is good. It's an acceleration with no delay on its proc. It will proc at the start. The ideal start to the game is you get taking the lead plus groundwork. That will give you a massive acceleration. You can instantly hit your top speed and just go. Just go all the way to China. So now we have front runner straightaways, front runner corners. These are just helpful middle game skills. The reason why I picked front runner corners over front runner straightaways is because on this track, this will activate right before the final leg. And so you'll get bonus speed going into the final leg, which means you'll hit your top speed sooner. It's kind of like a pseudo acceleration skill. It's really good. I'm gonna do a race at the end of the video just to show you what that will look like. And further into that, for the final part of the race, we need angling, scheming, and unrestrained. If you don't have these on your silent Suzuka, you're not building one that's going to win. These have the same effect. Angling, scheming will normally activate a little sooner, and this is going to give you 0.4 acceleration, and this one is going to also give you 0.4 acceleration. They both have the same condition. You need to be in first, and this one has good timing on this race because it will activate at that final corner, which is when the third leg of the race begins, and that's when you need all of your excels to hit so you can just zoom away like a rocket ship and win the race. So you need this and this. This is your win con. You need taking the lead in groundwork plus triggers, because otherwise you won't get enough distance at the front of the race, and corners is nice for speed carryover. Preference to that, this deck, I'm a bit of a whale, I will admit. Kita Samplak, she gives Professor curvature. We weren't able to pick it up, but she's the best speed card in the game. Biko, second best speed card in the game. That's why I'm using both of them. Mihono Bourbon, like I've already explained, she gives taking the lead. So this gold skill here, which you need on every front runner, so you need to take her on every front runner deck unless you're playing Mihono Bourbon. Fine Motion is the best wit stat stick in the game, and she gives Forerunner. I don't have it on this one because I wasn't lucky enough to get it. And this one was a little crazy. I went with Seiun Sky because I was trying to get one which is Escape Artist. I didn't get it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this one, but it did give me enough stamina, so it wasn't terrible. And just to compare it to another one, so this one is the one that I'm not taking, which seems like it would be better, but just because it has final push instead of unrestrained, this one's actually worse. Believe it or not. She also has lower wit, so she won't fight as hard for a position. I'm not going to be using Taiki Shuttle here, even though, just because I haven't got a decent one, I haven't got any with medium S or really quite enough stamina. This one is winning some skirmishes, so it's not terrible just because she has so many skills. You're able to get a lot of skills on Taiki Shuttle if you have a lot of race bonus, or if you just get lucky. Like this one I did 19 races. This one I just went for 70% race bonus, 118 races, and then just got a stupid amount of skills. And if you have the ability to do high race bonus, it is really good because she has barely any stamina, and yet she was somehow able to still win some skirmishes. I don't know, she just has that many skills, it just makes it work. But let's talk about our next Uma, Seiun Sky. This is the one I'm going to be going with. She has probably a bit too much recovery, but she's just here in case we go into debuffer hell. She's like the counter to that. And it is a similar case. It's a full race, full runner, bonus speed. We don't have medium S. It does suck. If she had medium S, she'd be a lot stronger, but she's still really good. She doesn't have unrestrained, so if I was going to rebuild anyone, this would definitely be the Uma to rebuild, because unrestrained on Seiun Sky, oh baby, she gets very, very strong. Moxie, probably don't need this, but I had to take it just to get past her career, so that's kind of sad. But she has front runner savvy to help trigger her groundwork, and she has taken the lead. It's good. You really need that. That's gonna make your front runner competitive. You're gonna hear that from everyone and anyone, so that's just what you need to know. If you want to make a good front runner, get groundwork on them, get taking the lead, and go to first. She also has playtimes over, which she gets. She got from her inspiration, which I will show. Yeah, so she got it off this Taiki Shuttle. Just stupidly lucky. Playtime's over is a stupidly good skill if you can pick it up. It's a little expensive, but it's such a good, strong defensive skill that if it just prevents you from being overtaken like once, which can be all you need to win the game. And it can also push you up. And the reason why I'm going to be running this Seiun Sky is because her mid game is stupidly evil. She has Escape Artist, so she gets massive speed bonus mid-game, which just pushes her up to that runaway, because you want to be catching the runaway. So medium corner, same thing. She can just get a stupid amount of speed before the final corner, push up, go past the runaway, hopefully get angling and scheming off, and then just fly away. Playtime's over helps with that. Tail held high. Because she doesn't really have many skills that are activate early, she'll normally activate this towards the end of the mid-race, and that just helps her rocket ship, and you go really zoomy. Some other ones that I did consider were this one, because she got prudent positioning and dodging danger, which is kind of like Exodia. If you have groundwork and you have taking the lead, she didn't get taking the lead, she only got early lead, which is the gold version, so it's a bit weaker, and it's sad that we didn't get that. But if we did get that, I'd probably be running this one, because it's just stupid. So prudent positioning, if you get it with dodging danger together, not one, both, they activate to give you an Uma which wants to lane change a lot really early game. And in the early game, like I've explained, you want to get as much speed as possible. If you are lane changing, you get a speed buff. So what these do is give you a third fucking speed buff early game. So you get all of them, and then this Seiun Sky can overtake a runaway, and she has unrestrained, but her mid game just isn't as good because she has a lot lower wit. That's why I'm not taking this one. If she had like 200 higher wit, would be taking it, but just you need high wit on a front runner to give them higher speed throughout the race. Whenever you're in the race, every section you get bonus speed rolled against your wit. It's really tiny, but it does fucking matter on front runners. It's a stupid amount. It's really dumb. And this one, just not strong enough because it doesn't have groundwork. It's really sad, but if it doesn't have groundwork, it's basically glue. But you know, I'm using this one as a parent, so that's why I haven't deleted it. So that is what it is. Now, the piece de resistance, the best Uma in the game, Mihono Bourbon. Here we go. This Bourbon is fucking cracked, okay? So she's basically max speed, healthy on stamina, plus a little bit more from this one here. Power is fucking crazy. Has more than enough guts, you know, these combined. So she's got more than enough. And she's got A in wit. Now, I'm seeing some people run around with higher wit than this, but they haven't got this much power. And it's even higher because of wet conditions, which are also groundwork triggers. Because of course she has groundwork. You don't need to run Mihono Bourbon wit card because she already has it. So yeah, she gets the easiest groundwork in the game. You get wet conditions from her events. She also has focus just because in case taking the lead doesn't trigger, it's a backup just so you can get groundwork and not completely die. And then fast pace, weaker version of escape artist. Front runner straightaways just helps with that mid game. And then finally you have front runner corners, which activates before the final leg of the race, and that gives you a nice little speed bonus. She's got the Seiun Sky ult just in case she does get first place. She's also got unrestrained, so she's got that rocket ship combo. And hopefully that will be enough, because all I want to do on this Uma is just get up to the runaway and then use the ult. This gives you a stupid amount of speed in the final leg, and that's basically it. You just want to get up, creep up fast enough, and then you just overtake with this. She's got the medium S. She doesn't have left-handed or forerunner, which, you know, your Uma can always be better, but this is really fucking strong. So, and then lastly, this is, oh wait, no, already. The same, the Taiki Shuttle ult, I just didn't get a good parent. Ideally, what you want to do is just have your silent Suzuka have angling and scheming, and then your other two front runners, you want to get the shuttle out on, but you also need Nimble Navigator, and then that's 150 for Nimble Navigator, and then another 180 for the Taiki shuttle out. So it's really fucking expensive to do that. And the fact that front runner corners, you can just sort of do the same thing with speed carryover. I don't know. I'm not saying that Taiki Shuttle's bad here. She's gonna be one of the better Umas, but I think just slamming speed skills in the mid game is gonna be really fucking strong. Because that's just what my testing has shown. But I'm gonna hop into a self skirmish and just show you these Umas in action. Okay, so I have gotten ready just a practice lobby. In it, I've also included, just for example, another Runaway Suzuka. However, this one doesn't have groundwork because I want to show you what happens when you don't have groundwork and why you really need it. And just for the lobby composition, it's just the Umas that I've already shown you. There's an anime Tokai Tale in here. Just quickly scroll through all of them. Yeah, I can have a look. This anime Teo, she really needs medium S, but this is another good one. And as you can see, no lates, no ends. Because this is probably what you're going to see a lot of, just really pace front heavy. But if you're doing skirmishes, you should definitely run in different strategies and see how that affects ones. But for this is how we're going with it. And then just some Taiki shuttles and some Seiun Skies, just because we want some front runners that are actually going to be a bit competitive. So, let's see, no mix up, which is nice. And you can see this Suzuka, which does not have groundwork, is behind Mihono Bourbon. And now she's going to have to run past and waste loads of stamina. It's not great for her. And she's already lost so much ground on this other Suzuka that it's just not very nice. She's basically going to be food. So, Mihono Bourbon, where I want this. Seiun Sky doesn't seem to be doing that well, but I think Mihono Bourbon should be able to hold. This one might be a bit of a threat because she could activate Escape Artist and that would let her blow past, but Mihono does have pretty high wit, so she isn't going to let herself get overtaken just for free. And then we have Anime Teo and Taiki Shuttle in the back. They're just pace chasers, so unfortunately, because they're so far back, they aren't going to get a lot of their positioning skills that they'd like to activate. And so what can we see? This other Suzuka is falling back, the Seiun Sky is fighting with Mihono. And we're going into the final corner now, where it looks like this other Suzuka, okay. Yeah, this other Suzuka has actually managed to get past. I'm very surprised by that, but she should be dead, so Mihono's going to activate her out and get into first place. And now she just needs to hold off these Taiki shuttles, which she should be able to do. This isn't the fastest race, but this is just an example of what this team comp is supposed to do. If there are two Suzukas, they'll kill each other, and then Mihono can just overtake and just win with her big ult. Not a very fast one. Not a very fast one at all. And even that Suzuka did not have groundwork, so I'm kind of surprised she was able to get up so far. I mean, like, she does have early leads, but yeah. And then normally what I would do is just run it through a few more times, because you don't get good data from one race. You wanna see what happens over multiple races. And this is a really good way of just figuring out which one of your Umas are better. Is just match the conditions of the upcoming Champions Cup. Do the same field size, because if you do bigger fields, they get inaccurate compared to what your Umas would normally do. Specifically, like enclosures and late surges are a lot bigger in lobbies where there's more than 9 Umas. Just because they have an easier time just activating continuous, just like passing and passing and passing. And so yeah, here we can see again, this Suzuka, she's getting stuck. Not good. She's basically dead. And our Suzuka is able to get into the lead with concentration. Yeah. So our Seiun Sky's a lot better position this time, and she's probably not, like, she should do quite well. So our Suzuka's gonna ult there, and that's very nice. Mihono Bourbon not doing as great this race, but yep, so we get medium corners right before the final corner. That's going to carry over, and then it's scheming into unrestrained, so Suzuka should be able to win this one. I think we didn't activate any stamina skills there, so we just died on Seiun Sky. But yep, Suzuka wins. 1563, that's very fast. Very fast. Doesn't and bearing in mind, this doesn't have medium S. This demon. No medium S. Just left-handed. Not quite max speed, but unrestrained angling scheming. You can make it work. She has groundwork, she has taken the lead. She's got the core of every skill you need on the sim. Like, you don't even really need this one. I would say you need at least corner skills. That's be medium corners or pressure curvature, just because it's really, really strong on this track, but you don't need it. Anime Teo somehow got second, so yeah. But yeah, I hope that sort of like demonstrates the idea behind this team comp, and this is not ideal conditions for it. Ideally, you wouldn't race another Suzuka because they would just kill each other. But if, you know, if your Suzuka dies, you've got Mihono as a backup, you've got Seiun Sky, who, if Seiun Sky ult, she just wins. If Mihono Bourbon ult, she just wins because she has unrestraining angling and scheming to just fucking rocket ship her. And so that's why I'm going with these three Umas in the upcoming Champions meeting. I'll be making some videos to see how it goes, and if you'd like to see, please subscribe and like. But thank you for watching the video, and I don't have an outro, so yeah, bye bye.